Hello everyone, so today I'm about to do my makeup with you guys and we're about to go on a little journey with high school Tiff and we're gonna do my makeup like I did in high school. I look back at how I did my makeup. I'm gonna put my hair up. It's kind of a mess. And it's like, remember like I wore eyeliner all the time. Like it was like a huge crutch. Like I felt like I had to have it on all the time. And you know, sometimes like when I would work and stuff, I wouldn't wear, you know, I would just do like mascara and maybe a little eyeliner. I remember my early years in high school, which was like 98, 99, and then I graduated in 2002. So that was a very kind of like different time for like beauty wise. Different things were in for sure. And we'll talk about that in a second, but you know, like when I started school, I was obviously like very young and I wore just very like light, you know, I remember I had like a brown eyeliner that didn't even really show up. It was like a very light brown and I would wear, you know, mascara, and I had perfect skin in high school. In high school and in college, I didn't even start breaking out until like my mid-late 20s. So don't ever get too impressed with yourself if you think your skin's really good. But I had really good skin, so I didn't wear like a lot of face makeup. But tanning was really in and I wore a ton of bronzer, I just remember. So it was kind of all about that, all about like liner. And I'm kind of red today. I went out earlier today, so I just took my eye makeup off and I kind of left my BB cream on because I didn't really do foundation or anything back then. So we're not really doing that anyways. If I did do something, remember I had this CoverGirl, it was in this navy like round thing and it was a powder, like a powder foundation. And I remember I would just kind of dust it on and I would do that first, like before anything else. Like when I was actually in school, like I didn't do a ton of, I mean, sometimes I would wear eyeshadow and stuff. But most of the time it would be like when I was, you know, like on the weekends but I always wore like mascara and, oh my gosh, my eyebrows were insanity. Let's just take a look. High school Tiff, she's like, please fix my eyebrows. Eyebrows were a huge struggle for me. Like they're huge, right? But I like took them in too far and this was the biggest thing. Like, and then they were just like they were a big old mess. And now like I let them grow out and I guess it was my, like college years, and I get them okay, but I'm glad I got them grown out like at a good point because now they don't go back at all. Like I haven't tweezed my brows in probably like 6 months. So I'm glad that I kind of got them halfway decent when I did, but you could just see how thick they were. So I guess it's good that they're a little filled in, but I'm gonna kind of like comb them back. So they were really a lot thicker back then for sure, like in the middle. And I never really tweezed that. I think that's just maybe with age. Yeah, so this is my little cheesy framed picture. It was actually in the drawer of the nightstand in our guest bedroom because I used to be my grandmother's furniture. So this was like from her house. This is a little picture of me. So this was taken the summer before senior year. Even though like I didn't do like full on makeup every day, I'm gonna do it like the fullest that I would do it. I can look at this picture and I know exactly which eyeshadow I used because I only had a few. It was like this steely grayish color that almost looked blue. That was by Revlon. And I think this color is really similar. It's by Burberry and it's nickel. So we're gonna see if that is similar. I would just use a little bit of it, even though it looked kind of like a lot. But yeah. So then, I know this isn't the right order you're supposed to do it, but I would always do this. And I'm using a concealer that's a little close to my skin tone because I never used a lot of concealer like on my face because I had good skin, but I would use it under my eyes and it was always something that was like really close to my skin tone, almost like a foundation. I remember I had a foundation stick that I actually used there. That's why I used that Makeup For Everyone. But it wasn't like using colors that are a lot lighter like we do now. That wasn't really like a thing, and neither was contouring or highlighting. Like your skin, you try to get like as matte as possible. And I remember I would always cover up. This would always bother me. Now I've kind of gotten used to it, but those veins, you know, on I remember always like concealing that with the same thing. So I forgot what kind of stick that was. I think it was like by Max Factor. Do you guys remember? I'd probably just be using my fingers, so maybe I should be doing it like for real. And yeah, we didn't like do it down here, so you're gonna still have that line, and I can like see that I mean, I'm so tan, I freaking can't see anything, let's just be honest. So this may not be like exact, but you feel me. Okay, so go over it with my brush. So weird to think about like how you used to do your makeup and stuff. And then I would use bronzer. I'm gonna actually have probably the actual blush that I used. I'm gonna use my NARS Laguna because it's the closest I think to what I probably would have been using then. I used, I remember I had a Estee Lauder one that my mom gave me, and when I did the bronzer, it's not like I did it today like that. You kind of like do it everywhere that the sun would hit. Like you actually use it like a bronzer. I put it on my forehead. Yeah, the goal was to be like as tan as freaking possible. But yeah, I had a Lancome, the Star Bronzer that was in a little click thing, which one day, oh my gosh, this is what keeps me from repurchasing that product now. The thing like blew up all on my Mustang one day, and I had some like really dark cloth seats, and it was like sparkle explosion everywhere. Okay. See, like I have this crazy line. It's just like, ugh. Okay, I'm kind of feeling it. I'm feeling more and more like my high school self by the moment. Okay, this is the weirdest thing I think I did, and it was a habit that I always did. I would put my eyeliner on before my eyeshadow, which is like total opposite of what you do now, or what I do now. And I'm gonna use this Tarte, like, you know, mechanical pencil because that's what I used. It was like an Almay one that was just kind of not sharp and kind of just like, kind of just messy, to be honest with you. So you didn't do a wing. Like that would have been, that's like the least thing that I would ever want to do, is like put a little wing out there. Isn't it funny how like different trends and stuff? I loved me some eyeliner in high school. So I would get it like, gosh, I remember I would get it pretty thick in the middle too. I think I thought that if I did the eyeshadow after, it would make it like softer or something. And then I would take an angled brush, and I just had a really super cheap one. I bought my MAC one later. And then let me find a black. I had just like I think it was just like the Ulta store brand black eyeshadow. And I still do this. But I mean, I do this like, it wouldn't be like the first step of what I do. But so I would put it over it and get it like really close, and I would smooth the edge of it because it's like obviously not like good, you know, because you just cannot get a straight line with those kind of pencils. So I would kind of go around, and this kind of smudges it too, and it's getting it like really black too. Can't believe like now I mean, this is a lot of eyeliner, but it's high school. Tiffany lived for some eyeliner. And then I would take a little bit of it, and I would never put eyeliner under my eyes, but I would take this and I would like just kind of do that. I would always just use the sponge applicators, which is what we're gonna use today. I really hope this is right. Ooh, this is really similar. Okay, so I would kind of like mush it into the eyeliner so that you couldn't see the line. Oh my god, this is ugly. I mean, I feel like I kind of did it okay though. So there was no like, I didn't do anything like with my crease. Like there was absolutely zero of that. I guess I thought doing the eyeshadow second would make it like, it would like tone it down or make it look softer or something. This is pretty similar to that Revlon color, except I think the Revlon color was a little more like metallic. But this whole effect is extremely similar. Oh my gosh, this is so funny, y'all. I have not done this in so long. And I remember it was so weird. This was like such a habit of mine. Like even if I used purple, because I had a purple eyeshadow that I really liked that was a Clinique little duo. I lived for some like Clinique. Like that was like my favorite. Like if I ever went shopping with my mom and they were doing all those free gifts, or you know, if it was like a birthday or a holiday, I would like, that was like what I lived for. I loved Clinique stuff. So funny. Okay. So see how it's kind of like bluish a little? But I remember the other one was a little more like silvery. Like it gave, I guess this one does too. Okay. So then we're not done with the eyeliner yet. And I think sometimes I would do this little dealy. I even had this blue pencil that was by Revlon that was like really chubby, and I would put it like right here. I'll spare you that. Then I would take I had the sponge tip applicator that I would use just for black, but I would take this and I would get it right, like I would take the black and I would do it like right here on the edge, which I think I still kind of do that like with darker colors. I mean, in a different way, like, and I don't use black always. That is not showing up at all. What is happening? But I would put it like right over the edge of, and I would just dab it, you know, until it like didn't look. So I didn't really have any like makeup brushes. Like I just didn't really use them. Holy goodness, this is horrible. I really needed some makeup brushes. I'm trying to blend this out because I can't even do it. I mean, I'm cheating. Totally cheating there. But my goodness. I remember like I had one that was like a little fluffy one that I think I got from like Victoria's Secret or something when they had their makeup. But oh my god, see, like I can't do this. This is so hard. What? How did I do this? Seriously, how did I do this? Gosh, I just look so like smudgy. I mean, I guess that's what I did. And then I would take the angled brush again and I would like go over the eyeliner again. Just over like the black part. So weird. I don't even know how I got my eyeliner off at night. It's like, it's really on there, man. It would last all day, that's for sure. Like now, it's like the perfect, you know, everything's just like solid under there. I didn't do all that. So I guess we're just keeping it real. All right, so bronzer. Oh, I need to do my, oh, this is funny. Okay, I'll use my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara because that's what I actually did use in high school. This tube, I don't know what it is, but it's so goopy. Like it got really, really goopy. I don't know what happened. But I would like get my eyelashes real huge. I'll put on a second coat in a minute. I'm trying to find like a powder. I don't really have many like matte powders anymore. I remember I would get my skin just like so, like I didn't wear like foundation, but I just wore a lot of powder. Like I just didn't want my skin to be shiny at all. So I'm just using this mineralized skin finish. I remember like always having to touch up my skin a lot. I think my skin was really oily though. So we're real powdery. That's how I did it. And then I use this Plum Gorgeous blush by Clinique and I'll just use a little applicator like this. And I would get it like just right up in my, just like that. I just bought this last year. It was like nostalgic to get this color again because I used it so much. You get even more mascara on there because I piled the stuff on. My lashes aren't doing so good today. I feel like they're kind of in a weird phase. See, this mascara is disgusting. Like, I don't know what happened to it. When I first got it, I was like, yay, voluminous mascara again. And I'm like, it really sucks. But you know what's weird? Is it because, like, I think maybe it's because I've used, like, a bunch of different things that I like better. I think when I first started using it, like, last week, like, when I first had started using this one again, I thought that maybe it would, like, die down, you know? Like, the goopiness. Because I really like the brush. I don't know what happened, man. And then take a little spoolie and I kind of comb through any clumps, which I just feel like I have a ton today. I just remember that being like so much drier. I should have used the Full and Soft. Drying out at all. It's, oh, sorry. This black mirror always makes everything go nuts. Not bad. Oh, and then I forgot to put some on my bottom. Good night. See, it's just like clumpy. All right, and then my worst nightmare would have been filling in my brows because my brows were really, really thick. And like I said, I never thinned out the middles of them. I think they just kind of over the years got thinner. And I would just put brow gel on them. I always had to gel them because they were like nuts. But remember this one time in high school, this really douchey guy, I forgot who it was. Okay, I think I remember who it was. And his girlfriend, I think where were we? Were we at school? I don't remember. But they were like together, they were like staying together, and it was like, I don't know if his girlfriend like wanted him to ask or what, but they were like talking about it because they were kind of laughing, and he was like, do you gel your eyebrows? Like, yeah, douche, I do. Their eyebrows look real good now. So like, anybody that ever like picked on you for anything, like look at them on Facebook now. hot mess. Gotta always be nice to people. Okay, so, like now I kind of push them in, you know, like to try to like make them look a little square in the middle, but I used to just like, I wanted them to be back. Okay, and then I never use lip liner, but I use this brown lipstick all the time, and it was very like, it was a CoverGirl color, and I think I know a color that's gonna be similar. Where's the Victoria one? Yeah. So it's the Charlotte Tilbury, or this is what I'm gonna use. This is not what I had. I don't think this was even, I don't even think they had this. Let me blow out my lips. I have lip balm on. This is seriously like almost identical though to that color. It's pretty similar. But yeah. I don't know, mine may have been even more brown. Never used lip liner or anything in high school either. I didn't for a long time. Probably not until like YouTube days. Just never really been into it. Love it now. But anyways, voila, this is the amazing tutorial that is my high school makeup look. I think if I were really tan, like fake tan, it would have really, you know, would have really gotten somewhere. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I think it's kind of fun. That was really weird though, to do my eyeshadow the way that I used to, because it's something that was just such a habit that I just did all the time. And I remember when I started doing it different, like when I started actually doing my liner a different way, that was hard. So it was hard to go back to do it like this. So it was just funny. Like I said, thanks for taking this little trip down memory lane with me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for spending the time with me, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye guys.